Opening Ant Attack Unshaked. Ant Attack is not merely a video game. Ant Attack is the isometric rescue game that gave the Spectrum a hostile city, giant ants, and the confidence of a moon landing, a cultural pressure washer aimed directly at the soft underbelly of modern convenience. We are going to discuss it calmly, with facts, mechanics, and only the legally necessary amount of hysteria. The official OmegaVG position is simple. Ant Attack is essentially modern 3D action design in a concrete cube, except the cubes hate you and the ants have read your movement inputs.
I'll be back.
The sober historical version is this. Sandy White's 1983 Quicksilver game uses its soft, solid 3D look to turn Antesher into a stark city of rescue runs, awkward movement, limited safety, and insect pressure. That alone would be enough for a normal channel. Unfortunately, this is OmegaVG, so we must also ask why humanity has not built a cathedral around it. The machine that arrived to around it. The ZX Spectrum was not a machine famous for luxury. It was a machine famous for making developers fit ambition into memory spaces that modern settings menus would consume while deciding whether bloom should be medium or cinematic. That is why Ant Attack matters. It does not have endless fidelity, but it has intent. Every screen timer, enemy route, and awkward little crisis exist because somebody had to choose what earned the bytes.
It's a trap!
From a distance, it looks like tiny people being inconvenienced by very ambitious insects. That reading is understandable, but it is also how empires fall. It is an atmospheric spatial game where the controls and viewpoint are not garnish. They are the challenge, the core loop, or humanity's operating system. The loop is built from isometric reading, route finding, height awareness, rescue planning, ant avoidance, grenade judgment, and learning to move through a city that refuses to behave like a flat screen. That is not a random pile of old game cruelty. That is design compression, the kind where one hazard does 3 jobs and every mistake teaches a useful insult.
This is where the fun begins.
Modern games often bury their systems under upgrades, pop-ups, economies, crafting materials, and a small mortgage agreement. Ant Attack just places the problem in front of you and waits to see if your nervous system is worthy. This is the part people forget about Spectrum classics. They were not always fair, but they were often extremely legible. The player can see the bad idea before doing it, which makes doing it anyway a profound act of personal research. Tactical doctrine for the advanced player. Rotate the city in your head. Forward is a decision, not a direction. Use grenades to create space, not to perform ant-based theater. Plan rescue paths around visibility. The city punishes scenic detours. When surrounded, change elevation and angle first. Panic running only broadcasts your autobiography. Why modern degenclets looking away?
Hello there.
If a modern game presented this much mechanical consequence this quickly, 3 onboarding consultants would sprint into the room with a clipboard and a very sad expression. Ant Attack has no time for that meeting. It trusts that friction can be funny, failure can be readable, and mastery can come from repeating a small challenge until the screen begins to feel less like pixels and more like a contract you have finally understood. This is also why the footage still works. The graphics are old, yes. The format is old. But the decisions are immediate, and immediate decisions age better than 100,000 rendered pebbles nobody can interact with. Modern Ant Attack, the remake they fear. A remake should treat the city as the star, brutal geometry, readable ant behavior, eerie silence, and rescue stakes without turning the whole thing into a loot treadmill.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
The rules of the remake are sacred. Keep the readable danger, keep the fast restart, keep the embarrassing confidence. Add clarity where the original is muddy, but do not sand away the edge that makes Ant Attack feel alive. Case file closed. The reasonable verdict is that Ant Attack is a historically important ZX Spectrum game with a compact, demanding loop and design ideas that still explain themselves through play. The OmegaVG verdict is that Ant-Attack is one of the pinnacles of human engineering, obviously surpassing several bridges, most modern spaceflight, and at least one major telecommunications breakthrough. Like and subscribe before the museum committee arrives.